Welcome to Yakutia Outdoors. On this channel, we bring you into the heart of the harshest, most unforgiving wilderness on Earth. Today, we are battling the elements and chasing the spring waterfowl migration. Let's get into it. After a long, unforgiving winter, the ice on the mighty Lena River is finally starting to break. For us, this means one thing: the spring duck season is here. Meet Petr and his son Erhan. Out here, fathers bring their sons into the woods not just to hunt, but to teach them survival and respect for nature. It's about building character.
Always, before every hunt, you absolutely have to clean your shotgun. Every summer, my son comes with us for haymaking, hunting, and fishing. He's been connected to nature since childhood. Now he has grown up a bit, and we come here every year to hunt ducks, and sometimes even big game. So from a young age, I try to teach him to observe our traditions, as well as hunting skills. And I must say, he is learning not just how to hunt, but most importantly, how to treat nature with care and respect.
Getting ready for a hunt requires a lot of attention to detail. The outcome of the trip depends on every little thing, and most importantly, on safety. Every hunter needs to know all the rules and specifics of this serious activity. Now the hunters have arrived at their spot. As always, a spring hunt begins with scouting. On the very first day, they need to figure out the flight paths of the birds and check their favorite feeding areas. After picking a spot that offers good shooting angles, they begin to build their blinds.
The geese in these parts usually land from this side. They fly in from the east, from the lakeside. It's a very comfortable spot on both sides, where both geese and ducks pull in well to feed. We are finishing the construction of our blind using natural hay and willow branches.
So, the spot is chosen, the blinds are built, and our hunters are ready to begin the hunt. The flight of the ducks usually happens during the morning and evening hours.
Here we are for the evening flight. The blind is ready. The decoys and goose silhouettes are set out. We are ready too. Now everything depends on the spirit of Bayane. We will hope for the best, but we'll also try not to mess it up ourselves. Recently, we started using duck calls. But we must say, we still have a lot to learn. Right, Erhan? We watch videos, we try to learn. We'll give it a try tonight. After all, there are many ways to lure ducks. You have to get the pitch and frequency just right so the sound comes across as natural. It's a really interesting process. It feels as though you're personally competing with the birds in the wild.
The first day of the hunt did not bring any results. The birds were not flying, and the weather was working against them. First it started to rain, and then it turned into heavy snow. Very quickly, the whole ground turned completely white again. The hunters had to leave their blinds and head back to the camp to warm up by the fire.
Well, the guys and I just got back from the evening flight. The wind and snow got in our way. We are hoping things will be different in the morning. The ducks, of course, weren't flying tonight. We'll see how it goes in the morning.
But even at sunrise, the bad weather continued. Everything was covered in snow. The edges of the lake and the nearby shallow waters had completely frozen over. Because of the harsh conditions, the group decided to just wait for the next day. Fortunately for the hunting party, the weather finally improved by the evening. The snow melted quickly, and it got noticeably warmer. Petr and his team were already set up in their blinds. And then, the first shot rang out. Just like on any hunt, there were misses and moments of disappointment. Sitting in the blind, the hunters watch the ducks fly and wait for them to land among the set-out decoys. But as the morning goes on, the flight of the birds starts to slow down.
We sat here until morning, and the ducks were coming in pretty well. We harvested about 10 overnight. Towards morning, the teal and pintails were flying great. As they say, we had a good shoot. We are almost out of ammo. The geese should start pulling in this morning, so we'll be waiting for them from 7 a.m. until noon.
I must say it was a good flight. I harvested 4 overnight. It's not like up north, of course, but it's still very interesting, with the agonizing wait, the long-awaited shots, and so on. Spring is late this year. There's very little water. Last year we had much more water. My mother's brothers favored these spots for many years and hunted here. Now I hunt here, and I invite my friends here.
In this region, the mallards are usually the very first ducks to arrive in the spring. Following closely behind them are the shovelers, teal, and gargany. A little bit later, the hunters are happy to see the widgeon and pintail ducks show up. In the spring, only male ducks may be hunted here. Every hunter must be able to tell them apart.
That's how you have to shoot, boys. Only drakes, see? We had some great shooting this morning.
After a successful hunt, you need a good meal.
We'll eat now and then go after the geese. It turned out to be a beautiful day. The wind died down. We'll go fix up the blinds and change out the decoys a bit. We'll finish eating this giblet soup and get ready.
The goose flight will start soon, and the hunters need to get to their blinds in time.
Right after breakfast, we went back to our spot. Suddenly, 3 geese flew in and landed on the ice.
Unfortunately, the birds did not let the hunters get close enough. Sensing danger, the geese quickly took off, never giving the men a chance for a clear shot. After those expectations fell through, Petr and his friends decided to change their hunting strategy entirely and move away from the lake, closer to the main river.
It seems like the main mass of birds is flying along the river. There's still ice on the lake, so there's a spot not far from here on the river where we had a good shoot last year. We'll pack up, go over there, and build some blinds. The big flock is probably flying over the river. Well, we'll see.
So, a new location has been chosen. The duck decoys and goose silhouettes have been set out, and the new blinds have been constructed. But before the big flock arrives, it's time to fuel up. There is absolutely nothing better than fresh wild game on an open fire. Let's get the field kitchen fired up.
So we plucked our duck, and now we need to let the meat marinate for 3 to 4 hours. For the marinade, we'll use onions, garlic, and mayo. First, we separate the legs, wings, and so on. We chop our duck into small pieces and put it in our marinade. While it marinates, all the juices will come out and the meat will be very tender.
Now we just wait.
Now our duck is marinated. We put small pieces onto the foil, put potatoes on top, then add carrots. And we also top it with well-washed giblets and internal fat. It should be very tasty. The most important thing is that the coals shouldn't have any flames. We place our portioned packets in there and bury them with hot coals for 20 to 30 minutes, and our dish will be ready. It will cook in its own juices and will be delicious. The time has come. Now we're going to try it.
After eating a good meal and getting their energy back, the heroes of the video took their positions again. Just as Petr predicted, moving to the new spot brought great results. During the night, there was a very active flight of birds in the area. By morning, as the sun came up, the hunters looked high into the sky and spotted a flock of wild geese flying along the current of the Lena River. Watching these flocks of geese flying north in a V formation always brings excitement to a hunter's soul. Suddenly, a pair of geese drops right in front of Petr's blind. The most important thing here is to wait for the exact right moment, not to rush and not to spook them. And there it is. The first goose of the season is harvested. Petr's expectations were met. He made the right choice to change their tactics and location. Now, feeling proud and satisfied, he takes the boat out to pick up his trophy. while also gathering the ducks they harvested during the night.
I'm sitting in the blind and suddenly I see 2 geese flying in. I missed with the first shot. Only hit him on the second try. We let 2 geese slip away. You have to miss sometimes. It's not interesting when you hit the target every single time. So we had some good shooting today. B&A treated us well. We don't need much. We had a glorious hunt. Thank you to our Mother River.
Indeed, it is just like Petr says, a true hunter needs to harvest exactly as much as his family requires. When that rule is followed, nature will always be generous in return. And so, this wraps up another hunting season for Petr and his son. But for Erhan, these days in the wild are memories that will last a lifetime. The lessons learned in the blind, the respect for nature, and the bond between father and son, these are the building blocks of becoming a real man. If you enjoyed this journey into the harsh Yakutian wilderness, drop a comment below and let us know what you think. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you out there.